Hello and welcome back to our Click360 instructional video series. And so since where we left off last time was we had just signed in for the first time and updated anything necessary in our profile section. Now we're ready to go ahead and move on to scoring ourselves and our coworkers. So for this part of the process, I'm just going to navigate to our Competencies tab, and you'll see you've either got the icon here or on the left-hand navigation. It takes you to the same place, so just go ahead and follow that. And then by default, the filters here are designed to show you anything attached to yourself or to any of your subordinates. Now, the user that I've created in this organization doesn't have any subordinates, so all we're seeing is yourself, which works for a large number of organizations. However, if you're trying to get the most out of the system and do the full 360 review, there's just an extra step here that we want to go for. So you'll see this little filter button up here in the top right. Go ahead and click that and then find this My Preference drop down. And then you'll see how it's kind of by default selected anything attached to me as well as anything that's attached to my subordinates. So what I'm going to do in this case is just go ahead and select all, and then come over here and press search. Now you see things have changed a little bit, and you'll see like we've got my manager listed here as well as a lot of different peers that I have the option to score. Now if they're green, that means they've either been completely scored already, or that also means they might not be attached to any kind of performance models, which is fine. But if they have a red X, that means that they either have some outstanding scores to be scored. That's actually exactly what it means. So yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just start with my self-evaluation. That's where a lot of employers like to start. You know, it really helps the managers get a pulse on the employer's, the employee's view of their performance. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to mess with this servers Q1 2021. And you'll see when I click that box there, it expands out with a few more of these what we call competencies, like customer focus, positive attitude, reliability, and teamwork. Those are all competencies. And so now, if I'm ready to score myself on my customer focus for this review cycle, I'm just going to go ahead and click anywhere in this customer focus box here. And now you'll see I get this score page pop up, and with my name already pre-populated. And now, based on a lot of the feedback that we've heard from other organizations and other performance review softwares, one of the things that users really appreciate is the ability to keep it as simple as they want or to go as in depth as they want. So you'll see like this comment field here. If you have like specific examples or anything that you want to call out in particular in regards to yours or your coworkers' customer focus in this scenario, you can go ahead and spell that out right here and get really specific. Or you also have the option of just looking at the attached statements here and scoring on a scale of 1 to 5 how well you think that employee has exemplified those. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and go through here, read those, and see what I thought I exemplified for this review cycle. Drag those over, or you can type it in this box and then just click submit. Now you see it'll bring us back to this page that we were at, and now instead of the 4 boxes, we've only got 3 remaining, and so you would just continue to do the same thing for as many that you might have sitting there. And so it's the exact same process whenever you're talking about reviewing peers, subordinates, or managers. You just find their name on this page here, and then you can click their score button and go through whichever performance model you'd like to evaluate them on. All right. And so I will say previously we went ahead and submitted those, but say I come back later and figure out, hey, I was a little too hard on myself. It's the same thing. We just move from this unscored tab to the scored tab, expand out. And then if I want to update my customer focus scores, just go ahead and click in there. And you'll see what the history already is for this. And if I just click this pencil here, this is where I can go ahead and kind of reevaluate myself. I'm doing great with my customer focus. So yes, and then just press update. And that's the gist of the review cycle and how to evaluate yourself, your coworkers, your managers, and yeah, fairly straightforward. So in the next video, we'll cover some in more depth on like the reviewing of the data and how you can kind of see what happens after this part of the process. All right, so stay tuned and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.